Well, hey folks, this is Fat Guy Flies RC, and this is the Durafly Rare Bear. Let's take her out, sent to me by Hobby King. Let's take her out and have some fun with her. Alrighty, here's the Rare Bear. Got a 14, I'm gonna grab it like this, okay, and just let it go.
Safe mode with launch assist.
All right. There's really no wind, so let her go like this.
AS3X mode.
Got an 1800 4S in there. I'm actually going to get out here. Get you a little closer to the plane. I'm the only pilot here right now. So, not even half throttle right now. Usually I run a 2200, I got an 1800 in here. It's a little bit lighter pack. All right, we're going to hit it. I know you probably can't see that. Man, what a little ripper.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
I'll go up with it. Wow. Just point blank, wow. Little muscle car in the sky. All right, let's slow it down a little bit. All right, let's show some actual slow flight.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
And then hit it. All right. See if we can't land this thing. This thing is hard to land. And I say it's hard to land only because I'm out of the power. And it's just gliding. The only reason I say it's hard to land is because it takes forever to land. It wants to keep flying. All right, I'll pause as I walk down there. All right, we're back.
Prop is secured. Safe to
Now,
pick up.
it's got hard plastic all through here and down to here. So a little bit of cleaner will take that off, and I got this little bit of clear packing tape that I put on there, and I can peel that off. I'm afraid it would take my paint off though, but that just protects the foam. Yeah, as long as you're okay with that black on there. All right, we're going to take off again. I'm not going to use launch assist this time.
Motor is hot. Don't get cut.
All right, and we're just going to take off just like I showed you. Oh, didn't give it enough power. I guess I will use launch assist.
Safe mode with launch assist.
Okay. All right, stay behind the prop. Oh, shit. I broke my prop. Shoot.
Prop is secured. Safe to pick up.
Well, make sure you buy yourself an extra prop. Well, that'll do it for me. That's embedded in the earth. Don't have an extra prop with me, so we'll take it back to the bench, talk about it. Alrighty, well, if you buy this plane, get yourself a couple extra props when you buy it. Let's talk about CG real quick. CG, oh, get it out of safe.
AS3X mode.
CG is 55 to 60 millimeters back from the leading edge of the root of the wing, which puts it right there, right in front of that spar. So I put it right there, put my fingers on it, perfect. Put it right there between those two marks, which are on the wing, perfect. Of course, now she's a little bit lighter because half that prop is gone. So that was my own. I should have left it in launch assist and get more power, but I was getting a little casual, so that, or careless, so that was my complacent. That was my fault. To show you where I've got that 1800 shoved all the way forward with 1/3 of it underneath the cowl with the rest of it hanging out. Right here, these black marks here, further back is where if I had a 2200. So remember, the lighter the battery, the further forward, the heavier the battery, the further back. Let's go over our settings. I flew in my high rates the entire time. It's the only thing I've ever flown it in. And the rates that I fly in, ailerons are at 50% with 30% expo. Elevator, 50% with 30% expo. And rudder, 70% with 30% expo. That doesn't look like much, but there's not any need for any much travel. These were already set, okay? So you don't really have to worry about that. If I think you did have to hook up the elevator, but the control horn was already there. You just had to pop it in place. All right, let's talk about AS3X settings, if I remember that correctly, as far as that horn there. The AS3X gains are at half, okay? Make sure they're at half, not one time, but 0.5. The gains that got this thing locked in, the roll is 15%, the pitch is 45%, and the yaw is 45%. Priority, all at 120 on roll, pitch, and yaw. Heading, nothing, didn't do anything with heading. Stop lock, I have it at 20, 35, and 35 on roll, pitch, and yaw, with a release rate at the standard 55, 55, 75. Didn't mess anything with that. And again, those gains are at 0.5, not one time, 0.5. And that keeps this little guy more than locked in, okay? Now, if I notice that it's starting to oscillate a little bit, I have the gains adjustable on this roller. I can turn it down, and they'll be a little less aggressive and get that oscillation out. If it's really, really windy and she's getting really knocked around, then I'll turn them gains back up a little bit to help compensate for the wind. But the settings I gave you is where it stops at, okay? Alrighty, well, there you go, folks. That's the Rare Bear. I have an AR630 Spectrum receiver back in there, and it's obviously been upgraded to AS3X Plus. It's a great little plane. Hobby King, thank you for sending it out. Durafly. Just, Durafly, honestly, with this being a belly lander, I would send an extra prop. Okay, I would. You give all these extra decals, you even went to the expense of a little wooden model to come with this. Go ahead and throw an extra prop in with these people. That would be a huge help. It really would. And this grass was rained on yesterday and it's dried now, so it's like really, really hard, and it just broke that prop right in half. So I'll have to get me a new prop before I fly it again. I don't have one in stock. So, all right, well, y'all have a good and God bless y'all. Y'all are the best viewers. Thank you for watching. This is the hat cam video because Mama had to work, and I'm going to fly. So, all right, well, y'all have a good and God bless y'all. And don't forget, faith, family, and friends, please like and subscribe. And that's the Rare Bear Durafly brand from Hobby King. Bye, y'all. Get an extra prop. Real quick, I forgot to give you a battery report on the Rare Bear. After we flew, we had a 4-minute timer. I still had 1 minute and 39, and I still had basically 50% left on the battery. So 4 minutes is all you want when you put an 1800 in there. All right, I just had to add that. Bye, y'all.